Good morning. It is Thursday, March the 10th, and we are here somewhere in Baker's. Is it March 10th? It's March 10th, that's what I said. Somewhere in a gasoline station in West Bakersfield. Why are we here, David?
You know, we think that in county government, we're going to have to start doing things differently for many reasons. So we thought we'd start my campaign off by doing something very different. Lots of people want to have a big event on the steps of City Hall or at the fountain at the county building, in a big ballroom. We thought, you know what, let's go to where the people are anyway. This is a very popular location. A lot of people stop here in the morning, get gas, get a cup of coffee, a Smith's donut, and we thought, let's just go here, have a little event here. We'll buy people coffee and donuts, and we had a great turnout. So we're kicking my campaign off for re-election here, but we decided to do something very different than the normal political campaign. In this political year, everything's different.
That's true. So you are running for re-election as supervisor for District 4 in Kern County. Why?
Well, I'm currently the 4th District Supervisor, and I love my job. I really, they bring us problems every day, but if you like solving problems, if you like working on and making your community better, and if you like figuring out ways to get people to come your way and work with you, which I do, I love that sort of thing, this is a great job. This is one of the best jobs in government, and I really enjoy it, and I have a great team, Ryan and Mark and Charlotte, Brandon. They do a great job for me, and I would like to keep doing this job for a long time. I think we've done some good things. We have more to do, but I really enjoy it.
What do you think were your, biggest achievements or the things you are most proud of in your first term?
I think we have done a great deal when it comes to changing the culture and organizing community cleanups and focusing on code compliance. I think that was, even with our budgets the way they are, we need to make sure that our communities look as good as they can look. There's a thing called the broken window theory, that if you just have a house with a broken window left unattended, tends to invite more problems. So we are trying to, little by little, here and there, clean up Kern County from one end to the other. I'm proud of the work that we have done on the budget. It's very challenging. This coming fiscal year, we're going to have a $35 million shortfall, give or take, in our general fund and around $20 million in our fire fund. That's going to take some thinking and doing some things entirely different than have been done in the last 10, 15 years. I'm willing to do those types of things. I'm willing to study those types of things. So we're spinning off KMC into a hospital authority, Kern Medical Center, now called Kern Medical. We just recently appointed the Board of Governors. That is a huge step. It's been talked about for years. I think this Board of Supervisors, not just me, can be proud of doing some things that people have talked about for a long time, but never got done. And I think we're getting those things done. Little by little, we're getting it done.
Yeah, going back to the Board of Governors for the Kern Medical now, so it's a new authority, and to my astonishment I learned the other day that all these, I think 7 people, basically want volunteer their time and their talent, so they are not paid, they are not compensated.
One of the members will always be the CAO, the County Administrative Officer. One will come from the medical department staff. The other 5 are not compensated. They are community members, and we should thank them for stepping up and serving in this capacity, because it's not going to be easy, it's going to be complicated, and we're going to rely heavily on them to make good decisions going forward. But that department was in disarray a few years ago, and under the new leadership of Russell Judd and his team, they have really turned things around. This is the next step in that process, which the main thing this authority will accomplish is it will get the hospital out from underneath a rather arcane county government civil service system. It'll be able to act and move a little more nimbly.
This brings me to the question, so we have these volunteers. As a governing board, we have a lot of volunteers on county commissions. So going back to the unfortunate deficit that Kern County will experience in the coming year or years. Are you also thinking to bring more citizens' involvement into county affairs or government affairs?
I'll give you. There's already a lot of that going on, and we need to, again, do things differently. We need to better utilize some of that. I'll give you an example. I think our citizen service unit in the Sheriff's Department, dozens and dozens of people that volunteer their time for no pay. We owe them a debt of gratitude because they are giving of their time and money in many cases just to serve the community and help out the Sheriff's Department. We need to have, frankly, we need to clone that. We need to better utilize them, and we need to have other types of groups of volunteers that want to help, because, as you say, if we've got a shortfall, there are going to be things that we still have to get done, and even if they're small, minor tasks that can be performed by a volunteer, we need to accept all the help we can get. I have a friend that says, if somebody wants to do something nice for you, let them. If people want to do something nice and help us out, we should find a way to let them do that.
Very good. So what is in your campaign, it's not very clear at this point in time whether, there's an opponent or not. What is your main message for your campaign, aside from meeting in the gasoline station?
You'll see this on our, as we roll out this campaign. We want to do and continue doing a lot of what we said we would do 4 years ago. I think it's important that when we tell people we're going to do something, we actually do that. And I think we've converted some people to actually trusting us and believing us that when we tell them we're going to work on something, we actually do that. I would like to continue to work on animal control. Animal control was kind of a disaster 3 or 4 years ago. Our euthanasia rates are coming down. I would like to continue to work on that. I think that's important to a lot of people, and frankly, it's important to the taxpayers, because if doing things more efficiently in animal control saves us money, and it's better for the animals. But if you take just that theme of doing things more efficiently, you can apply that to any department, to any function, to any service the county does. We've started this, and we have a couple of departments that are looking at using the Lean Six Sigma tactics. I think we need to apply that across the board in the county. If we can do things better, faster, and cheaper, or any combination of that, our departments need to be looking at doing those types of things. When you're looking at a huge budget shortfall, we literally cannot do things the way we used to. Got to be done differently.
Thank you very much, David, and all the best for your campaign, indeed.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
One day, so
Good. I'm glad
it fits pretty well. Good.
Okay, can you add one more for me?
It seems to have a pretty good turnout today, didn't it?
Yeah, better than I thought. Is that the only old-fashioned you have left, the chocolate pepper?
Yeah.
All right, I'll have it.
To give me
I'll eat that, then we'll set one.
a list of names who was here today with the titles, just some examples, so that I can put it into,
That'd be good to know. He probably kept track.
I hope so, otherwise fired. Being government. Yeah, the other thing you may even look into, why not having supplementing, because it works in other countries, volunteer fire department working as part of the paid fire.
Got to negotiate with that with the union. That's the biggest hurdle. They'll never agree to that.
No, certainly they don't, but you have not to give in into the unions.
It would take. That's a longer conversation.
Interrupting it.
No.
Go ahead, we are already done, thank you.